I realized immediately I need to move the microphone stand.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm also live. Yay.
Joe's also live,
Yay.
but not ready, I think.
I
is
said,
how we're
I
gonna
said
go with
I'd be setting up while, you know, part of the crafts experience is we're showing the process, right?
There is definitely a process here. Definitely.
We're showing the process.
We're showing something.
Right now, the camera is not white balanced. We can fix that aggressively.
I mean, aggressively fix it, yes.
Well, I was fixing it very poorly because I was looking at the YouTube paused version of the video, and I was like, how come moving the slider is doing nothing? It's an ineffective slider is what it is. No, I need to be looking at that OBS preview. Boom. Now we got that set up.
Could you just not get everything on the floor?
Now we got to do a focus. Focus.
Okay. Yeah. Atlas is being Atlas. Still.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'd prefer you being Atlas than, you know, the alternative. How are we doing, guys? Cat? Yes, unfortunately.
For some reason, my camera's way down here, too.
I mean, you can come up here. This is not a problem. There you go. You just can't go on that chair that you wanted to sit on because it interferes with the microphone.
Oh, no. Not the microphone.
You know, can I get your face in camera? Can you look here? Or can you just... Okay, you go down. That's fine. You do what you need to do. Watching my vid on YouTube. Hope you had a... I'm assuming that's a happy Christmas. I did have a very good Christmas, personally. How did yours go, Joe?
What a great question, Cleo, as I continue to move the microphone.
I'm sorry. I will just talk about my Christmas for a little bit.
I was like, okay, Cleo's going to talk about her Christmas for a minute. Let me just move this mic.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. I spent it with my dad and my sister, and that's basically it. I got some socks, and what else did I get? A selection box and some money. Joe is a bit loud. I mean, that's because the settings change.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be quieter when I've got the mic fully set up. I was talking directly into it at the moment because I had it in my hand physically.
Okay, then we'll wait until you're ready, Joe. It's fine.
Yeah. So this is more the volume that we're gonna be at. If this is still too loud, then yeah, adjust me down. But I've got colors. Woo! Oh, you can't see them.
I heard koalas then rather than colors.
I got these koalas.
The koalas.
Koala pencils. Yeah. Right. I don't know what accent that is.
I don't know, but whoever it was of is very offensive. So let's not do that again.
Okay. So. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
I'm drawing a little butterfly. Still a tad loud. Okay. Well, it's because I think all my stuff, where I adjusted for Joe, no longer exists because I changed all my setup and everything.
Oh, it's always fantastic when you do something simple like restart the computer and then it never works again.
Well, fortunately, this wasn't restarting this computer. This was just redoing the layout. So I've got all my new shinies, etc.
Oh, what new shinies?
My scrolling taskbar thing has been slightly animated down at the bottom left. So it's all subtle stuff.
Oh, this is your stream.
My stream overlay.
Not your physical room setup. Oh, okay.
No. This is all my stream stuff. So like slight animation on the scrolling bar, new effects for stream loots, and just everything's been cleaned up. And yeah, I was just about to go for a healthy walk for my physical and mental health, but now I have an excuse not to. I mean, Red, what can I say except you can have headphones and phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Subtle, so Cam's influence won out. Wow, Red, are you suggesting I'm not subtle? I'm not, but it's rude.
Okay, I'm gonna add the Clio window capture in so y'all can see all those fantastic little animations. Is this going?
Well, yeah, you can see it. It's like mostly when people play cards, which or do bit redeems or anything like that. So if you want to do bit redeems, feel free. It helps out. It helps out the stream, and by the stream I mean the person making the stream, which is me. So
And meanwhile, I'm
and
over
sometimes.
Here... Oh, go on.
I was going, and sometimes funny little sounds play when you do that. So.
Oh, gotcha.
I know it's a magical stream. Should you turn the gnome cooldown back on? No, the gnome cooldown doesn't affect anything.
Okay. I feel like I'm almost nearly set up.
Joe's nearly ready to start being live. Everybody.
I know. We're only checks watch 6 minutes and 20 seconds in. Hey, that's not bad. That's about how long if I was playing music at the beginning of the stream. I normally play about 5 to 7 minutes worth of music. This is my normal after I go live setting up stuff.
Oh. See, I don't go here's the thing, I don't go live until I'm ready to go, which I feel like is like something that people don't do.
I feel my thing is it's more important for people to kind of know that the stream is happening. Like if you show up at 8:30 on a Monday night and I'm not there, then the question is, is Joe off tonight? You know what I mean? So but like I can't always be 100% sure getting my kid to bed everything went smoothly, so I'm rushing in and
Okay, that's reasonable. I'll let you off.
Yeah, thank you.
Not that you need my permission, Joe. It's just nice to have.
Yeah, no, it's appreciated nonetheless. Oh boy. In the background here, I'm like trying to run a bunch of replay mod stuff.
Why?
Because I did this stupidly, like, I don't know, 8-day time lapse of me, or I spent 8 days pulling all the sand out of that thing, and it's taking forever to run this time lapse in the background.
Oh, that is.
Like, go between multiple files and then manually reset the camera by typing in the numbers to be exactly where it was in the previous file, because there's no way in a replay mod to
thank you for the bits, Mini Cheese Mouse. I'm not Cleo woeing on a craft stream. You can do it tonight.
Yeah, there's no way to manually move your camera positions between, or there is a manual way, but there's no export and import your camera path option. So instead, I'm just looking at this spreadsheet and I'm like, -2, 3, 4, 1 is my X position. Y position is 81. Z position is 25, 47. -31 for yaw. Howdy, yaw. Joe Hill's here.
Being exhausted as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. And it's like, oh boy. But I'll eventually have an episode out. Shrieks internally.
No, I get it. I get it. I still haven't done the stuff we did with Beef because I had lots of stuff going on at that time.
Yeah, that's going out for me. I've got 4 episodes worth of footage. That's like the 4th one. I might be able to combine
episodes. That's going out probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I might be able to combine my 2nd and 3rd episode into one, because I've got me winterizing the Elvira. Have you seen the little forest outside my House of Horrors? It's like winterized now.
Oh, I haven't seen it recently.
No, that's fair.
I will go and do it.
But yeah, like I used mangrove roots to turn all the leaves into like dead leaves or dead branches.
That's pretty cool. Marzipan cheered biddies and says, have you ever seen Tusk? I have not, but I'll put it on a list if it's a horror comedy film that you think I'll enjoy.
Yay. And if it's a Christmas movie, you missed your chance. Next year, kid. But yeah, so I'm hoping I can combine my Elvira stuff with my, well, the thing is, I've got the end of the Rift stuff, and I've got the mini games day stuff, and so it really feels like that's maybe 2 or 3 episodes right there, and then the Beef and You thing is its own standalone thing. So I'm just drowning in footage right now.
Thanks for the bitties, May Salem. And the hype train. Choo
choo. Choo choo.
No. Choo choo. I get it.
Yeah. Well, and I was expecting I was going to have a bunch of extra time for editing. But
yeah, it turns out you do not.
I do not, because my daughter was supposed to fly on Southwest to spend the second half of the holidays with her mother, and that has not gone well. And so, thanks, Southwest. So hopefully she's going to fly out in a few days. I don't want to be specific because, for one thing, I don't want to count on the other airline not having problems at this point. But also for operational security reasons, I don't like saying specifically when stuff's happening.
It's your kid. You're allowed OPSEC on your kid.
But it's one of those things. I thought I was gonna have today completely clear. So I've got this, and then I've got a New Year's parade stream I'm hosting on my Patreon server that I'm gonna be streaming, and so it's okay, I've got 3 or 4 hours of stream commitments, and then I was after that, I've got the day clear for editing, and it's no, after that, I've already not done a great job of spending time with my kid, who is disappointed to be here at this point, so.
No, I get it.
So yeah, that's gonna be my afternoon. People are now saying, is Cleo kind of quiet for everyone else? Well, everyone told me she was twice as loud as me, so I literally halved her. Okay. Words have meaning.
Words mean things, guys.
Yeah.
If you didn't want me half as quiet, you shouldn't have said so.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, this is all your fault, guys.
Yeah. Let's make the people who come here and pay us money feel bad, Cleo. This is
no. This is good for me. You should be ashamed.
Oh boy. See, we're breaking you down so we can build you back up. Welcome to Joe and Cleo's year-end boot camp. It's if last year was terrible for you, well, that's not the fault of any of your government leaders or anyone who systematically built anything over the last 3 centuries. That's on you, and we're here to make sure that you take responsibility for yourself next year.
You need to learn and think about what you did.
I'm gonna start sobbing for real. Welcome, Rotation. Speaking of which, we are on rotational
way of telling
tips
you
today.
that it's your fault.
Okay. So,
this is why people come here. They enjoy the dark humor.
Yeah. It's everything's always dark. At least this is funny too. Oh boy.
Hey, we try,
exactly.
This is why I'm doing butterflies for January, because January is new beginnings.
Oh,
that's worked in the past.
And butterflies kill caterpillars and replace them in their sleep.
I actually think they turn into goo and then become the goo.
It sounds kind of like being murdered in a time travel accident, the way you're describing it.
I mean...
So your future self turns you into goo and replaces you.
I mean, to be fair, I think you turn yourself into goo and then they are born out of the goo.
Okay. That's a very favorable interpretation of this gestational cycle or whatever, but that's not really gestation. Metamorphical cycle.
Look, if the caterpillars didn't want to be goo, they shouldn't have gone into the cocoons.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They're just following biological imperatives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For the continuation of their species.
Yeah, because the caterpillars can't reproduce, right?
No.
They have to get to the next stage.
Yeah, because otherwise,
Yeah.
death.
Yeah, so it's like enjoy gooberty. Is that a thing?
No, but it should be.
Yay. Oh, good. This replay mod was set up wrong. Okay. 159.
Let's go for blues or greens.
Save.
Chat, blue or green? Do they not just melt into mucus? I mean, sort of.
We were just arguing if it's goo or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, if you pour salt on the likes of slugs, they melt. Do they? I thought they shriveled. Both blue in the middle, cyan, but blue 2 green. That doesn't make things easier, guys. That doesn't.
Butterfly Girl says, I cannot deny or confirm that I was once goo.
Well, I feel like you're being very telling in that moment, yeah. Butterfly Girl. Yeah, it's like we understand that it's operational security, but you know.
Yeah, goo might think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. Is that a thing?
I mean, it is now, and I hate that it's now.
It is now. So. Welcome to the future, everybody. Oh boy.
I'm trying to make a green thing that, like, that spectrum is what you want, chat. Streamroots codes discount. Use code HILMCleo. I don't know why that is the code, but I'm sure you'll explain it to me.
Wait, what is it?
HILM.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what. Okay.
Hi, I'm Cleo. It's hi, I'm Cleo.
Oh.
There you go.
It's a Cleo.
Cleo.
You could be voiced by Chris Pratt with a name like that.
Oh God, no, never. Not Chris Pratt. Ooh.
Okay. Oh, I need to put this advancement footage in one of those videos too.
Oh crap! Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Like, this is like, oh my gosh.
This is fine.
It's like It's like It's like
this. Like at the end of these last few months, there has been more footage.
It's like these video delays brought to you by Southwest. Southwest. If it's not a delay, it's a cancellation. So.
I sense the bitterness, and I approve.
It's fine.
I just want you to know that I approve of the bitterness.
Okay. So I actually do have a goal for today besides replay mod. I wanted to pull up the new JWST stuff and see what it would look like to make pixel art of it.
Oh. Thank you, Push, who has gifted 5 Stream Roots packs to the community. I appreciate that. Psychic Gloom has resubscribed for 10 months for a craft stream. Thank you very much. That was a yay. And Captain Zemo has resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Stellar Spider.
Oh, the P in Chris P does not stand for Chris Pratt. It stands for P, as in we. P.
Oh,
Chris
okay.
P. That's why my pig is called that, because it peed everywhere.
Okay, there is a Twitter account I found, and I forget the exact URL for it, but it's called The Best in Dumbest. And it's full of motivational posters that say, we put the best in dumbest. Or, be the P in peerless. And I don't normally make urine jokes on my stream, but since you brought it up, I really feel like there are certain contexts where a motivational poster that says, be the P in peerless, like, let's say you work in a drug testing facility, like...
That could work, yeah.
That could work.
I mean, I genuinely don't do pee jokes, but it was there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of people are currently like, I'm actually reading about caterpillars now. We've done our jobs, Cleo.
We've educated Joe.
No. We are encouraging people to educate themselves. It's like, wow, these unreliable narrators are a mess. Let me go look into this. That's my dream as an entertainer, Cleo. We're doing it. It's a Christmas miracle. Happy New Year. Oh my
Joe
gosh.
started New Year off with a breakdown. So why change the habit of a lifetime?
Oh my gosh. We got into an argument on my stream the other day about somebody asked, like, okay, y'all keep talking about Minecon Anaheim, and I don't know what an Anaheim is, and I gotta ask, what the heck is this? And they're like spelling it phonetically or whatever. I'm like, oh, Anaheim was a fake city created by Disney as part of the setting for their Mighty Ducks franchise that was later incorporated in California to encompass one of their resort vacation destinations. And a bunch of people are just like, man, Disney just loves those in-jokes. And other people are like, wait, I don't think that's right.
I think that's Joe being not nice.
Can we look that up somewhere? And it's just like, yes, you should. Yes, look that up somewhere, please.
Joe is like the least reliable narrator we have.
Oh,
come on now, chap.
Yep. So, just as a reminder, my Patreon build contest parade is going to be held in 3 hours and 8 minutes with special guest judge Badger Spanner. So, yay!
I don't know if Badger Spanner is here, but hi,
Badge. I don't know if she is yet either.
I don't think calling her Badge is nice either. I'm not going to call her that again.
Well, I mean, it could be a badge of honor. It doesn't necessarily have to be one of those we don't need no stinking badges type things.
Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So. Okay, so. But yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, who might want to tune in, basically the format is that different main streets on our server, different like groups of players, they basically had a contest to see who could build the coolest area over the course of 3 months. So we had a 3-month-long build contest, and each of those areas all has like a main street down it, and the prize for winning like the best area contest is that you get your choice of parades to host later in the year. So each place that was built as part of a 3-month build contest will now serve as the backdrop for a 1-hour build contest. And so everybody gets to take turns hosting a little build contest for everybody else, and it's really fun.
Aww.
And they're all holiday parades for the most part. So the idea is that whoever's hosting might also spruce up their area with holiday themed decorations and stuff. And this is the 2023 New Year's parade. So I'm excited to see what people come up with. But we've also got Groundhog Day coming up. I think is the next one after this. So that's in about a month too.
That sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
See, we've just had the Christmas one. I think the next one we've got is mini games competition, and then guys who are on my server, can you go and check what the competition for February is? I don't think we did Valentine's this year. I think we decided that,
love is dead, something like that.
I mean, not as blunt as that, but
love is dead. Like that.
Like that, yeah, like that. Wasn't it Utopia? Utopia! There we go. Yeah, so we got Utopia as our February theme.
Yeah. Okay.
Considering how heavily LGBTQ my server is, that's gonna be a lot of rainbows. Which is good. We like the rainbows. The rainbows are good.
Yay. boy. Sorry, I'm currently looking at a bunch of space images, but I'm not putting any of them up on screen or drawing them yet. But
no, that's the Joe Hills difference.
It's part of the. I'm in process. Okay.
So, what do we think of the butterfly, though, guys? Yeah, that's what you were after.
Yeah, Cleo's actually drawing something down here in the lower right, whereas I'm just like, I'm thinking about drawing, but the problem is if I don't like block out like a bunch of time to pull up reference images and stuff, then I'll never actually be able to draw anything. If I'm intending to interpret something, right? You need to have the reference, like even just basic mechanical stuff, like trying to draw a bicycle without a reference isn't going to come out as well, unless you're like a mechanical engineer who knows bicycles inside and out. Like, okay, and we're moving on. Also, in my replay mod adventures here to day 5, I think.
Day 5.
Okay. So I am also getting replay mod work done in the background here. Which is...
Yes, Joe. Yes, you
incredibly boring. I am so sorry.
It's not... I was going to say it's not me you should apologize to. And you know what? My brain was like, why is he apologizing?
Well, that's... Yeah. It's like, that's fine. There are occasionally other people here. If you'd like to demonstrate that you exist in a meaningful way in a capitalist society, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills on YouTube Super Chat.
You know how we said that we like it when it gets dark? This is... Has Cleo used the festive washi tape I got her yet? This one?
Okay.
They're multitasking. Joe is definitely tasking, not that one. I can't remember which one it was.
Okay.
But I probably have. It was with the cat stuff. Oh. See. I have the envelope. I didn't. Oh, hang on. Where did I put that?
Ooh.
My brain is not great.
Is it under the fridge?
No.
Is it on top of the microwave?
Over there somewhere.
Wait, no, do you call it a microwave? Is it on top of the radar range?
No.
Chloe the Great and Powerful demonstrating her existence by tipping 3 while also surmising it is debatable whether I exist or not. Hey, that is the best way to live, Chloe. If they can prove that you exist, they can prove you're a threat, right? You got to live in the shadows. So, Chloe out there symbolically causing whatever damage she can, $3 at a time. Let's go ahead and rotate the camera $3 now.
Yay!
Yay!
No, this is what Abby got me for Christmas.
Okay. It's gonna be a second until it pops into frame for me, but
I got some unicorn stickers. I didn't see any washi tape. I'll have to go through again because I sort of left it on my thing. It might have got pushed down somewhere. But I've got unicorn stickers and I've got little mini axolotls.
Ooh. Little mini axolotls, little mini axolotls.
Which I'm going to open now because I can.
Cleo's going to open now. Axolotls.
Should be in the little pink paper. I will have a look. I will have a look. Hang
on. Somebody says that they sent me a Twitch whisper. I don't know how to read those. Like somewhere in my Twitch dashboard, there's like a number that says like 8,000 or something. But I don't open the Twitch website, so I don't have to look at it because it makes me nervous. So luckily it says this is not time sensitive. So yeah, if you have something important to tell me, don't send it in Twitch whispers. I get an insane number of those, like not an unmanageable amount. But either way, thank you for the $5. That we're gonna go ahead and rotate the camera 8 degrees.
The reason why Joe has so many is because he's never once opened them after 10 years.
Well, the thing is, like, occasionally I accidentally click into it, and it's just, like, a combination of spam and questions without any context. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Did you really mean that? And, like...
From 8 years ago.
Or it's like, or like, hey, I think one of your moderators just made a mistake. Can you look into it? And I'm like, what? 3 years ago? I'd like, I don't know. I don't have the energy to, like, because on some level, part of me is like, I could find the VODs for all of these things. I could Sherlock my way through this. I could spend 2 years doing nothing but answering highly vague questions with exactly the right answer. That could just eat my life. But either way, Mini Cheese Mouse just sent me $6, who says, just for that segue, even though I said the last one was the last for the year. Well, I'm glad you appreciated the segue. That's going to get us up to 14 degrees angular rotation. Do. But, yeah. Boy. Yeah.
Let's just finish off this sheet of butterflies.
But yeah, if you're going to send me a tip with a message that you don't want me to read publicly, telling me to read a different message not publicly, just include the actual meaningful thing in the tip description in the future. Because that's that way, because I know where those go. Those go to my email. And I don't know where the Twitch whispers go, and at this point, I refuse to learn. Amazon is not paying me enough to that's the thing is, and everybody's like, oh, we've got to be an integrated messenger system. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You have one job. Amazon, you have one job as a company. And that is not it.
Is that an MLM butterfly? A multi-level marketing butterfly? No.
Oh, is there like a famous multi-level marketing company that's like cosmetics that looks like exactly like that logo? Did you just put somebody? Is this the equivalent of you putting the Nike swoosh on there and being like, what an interesting curve?
I was copying this butterfly and then just made it colors.
Somebody says, imagine getting a reply after 3 years. Well, I did that the other day because somebody sent me a message on Tumblr, and I didn't know that Tumblr had private messages either. I thought it was like a comment or something. And it was like, I realized that they had asked me like 2.5, 3 years ago a question about the eye color of my skin in Minecraft. And I was just like, I just responded with like, I don't know what color eyes are supposed to be. And then I'm like, wait, is this a conversation? Like, what is... I don't... What? Tumblr doesn't need private messages either. None of these systems need private messages. Like, if I ran forum software, it would not allow private messages. That's a separate problem for people to solve on their own. Like... Game FAQs didn't have private messages. You wanted to talk about something.
Oh, man-loving man. Blue to green gradient. Oh, maybe, probably, sure. I don't care. This is, yeah, why not? It's just a butterfly, guys. It's just the butterfly. But you can read into it what you want to read into it. It's fine.
I want to read what I want to read. That's why I love the whole library. It's full of books that I can spin around and hold. It looks great on screen when I'm spiraling, reading the novels full of my dreams. I don't even know what song this is. Is this part of their world?
This is part of your world,
I was like imagining Belle like spinning around in a library, and I was like, what? This is... I think I'm doing this wrong. Ariel from The Little Mermaid famously did not take much of an interest in human books because they did not work underwater, unlike forks.
And fire. Typically not enamored by fire.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like...
Joey's a merman and doesn't know it. Oh.
Well, I mean, the thing is, there are certain ways to create flame underwater. Like, welders do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure Princess Ariel of Little Mermaid fame is capable.
Well, the thing is, they didn't really do a good job of, like, delivering oxidizers. Like, at that... Like, I get the impression that that movie takes place in the past, or although maybe they're just, like, cosplayers, like the people with the ships with the sails.
Maybe they're cosplayers, maybe.
She does ask about fire in the song, says Mormicans. Okay.
Yeah, that was my point, but that was sarcasm, the thing that I was doing.
Okay.
I'm good at that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm told.
Okay. I need to start working on figuring out how to adapt some cool space stuff for pixel art. That is my goal here for the stream. I need to take like one of... I'm just gonna go with maybe the original big deep field photo they did. First images.
Let's do it. Oh, an anonymous gifter gifted 5 subs to the community. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It is Sky. Probably best just let that one go. Okay. I'm just freehanding this one. Polaroid donated $3 saying, I wish you a very Merry Wednesday. Thank you very much. I appreciate the Wednesday.
Oh, that's fun. Apparently, if people whisper me during the stream, there's a non-zero chance it'll appear as an overlay in front of your hand. With the stream capture. Well, that's fun.
Oh, so that's nice for you.
Okay, yeah. Oh boy, that's something. I'm like, why are there all these letters at the bottom of my screen? It's like, that's a username, apparently. And if you click on it, it pops up in front of Cleo's hand. So...
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Tiny ghast.
We have learned that.
Depending on the size of the tip, a different sized ghast will appear. So, like for the very rare occasions where I get hundreds of dollars, that's a massive ghast. So, Sprocket Locket cheered 135 bits. Thank you very much. But it just made the regular sound, Cam, or was it? Oh, what have you? I see. I have a moustache. Right, got ya.
Oh, I like that it says keep showing.
Well, this is what it's going for.
Is it going to say keep showing up?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I think that's important. Because that's what that's the message I want for my, keep doing the thing.
Yeah.
Because my brain likes to go, I've done the thing, I'm going to stop.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm just like, what's brutal for me is any time that I take any time off, when I get back, all I can think of is like, I can't just take 1 or 2 days off. I need to plan a real vacation where I don't have to work. And I get obsessed with the fact that I can't do that. And I get very frustrated. And it's like, I would have been better off just not thinking about it.
That's the problem with not thinking about it. Eventually, you're going to think about it.
It catches up to you, yeah. Well, at this point, it's like, I'm hoping to take a real... When I go on my trip to London, I'm not going to bring my computer, my phone, like anything. I'm not... since I don't have a work visa, I'm not gonna have access to any of my work stuff. I'm just.
I mean, legit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so that might only be a few days because I can't necessarily afford to take a whole week off. But like, yeah, I'm going all in on this. But yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Whenever that happens, I'm still in the passport obtainment process, registration process. I don't know. Which was also something I was supposed to be working on today, but has been punted because it's like being like, okay, daughter, we're gonna look for some paperwork in the filing cabinet. It's like, this is a real life skill. It's like,
it's a real life skill, which I was expecting to do when you weren't here.
I'm supposed to be at my mom's. It was not life skill day. So yeah, I did take her. Nashville hosted its first ever women's league pinball tournament last night, and
sweet.
that was going to be one of those things where it's like, oh well, we'll come to your future events, but like this one she's going to miss because she's going to be out of state. But so she got to go to that. So that was a little bit of a silver lining last night. She played very competitively. Didn't do quite as well at that tournament as she did at last week's. Because like now that she doesn't have school in the morning, it's like you can go to all the fun stuff, you know, for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then that's it. Then you're back to school. But yeah, but like it was really good. They had like 17 women show up and compete, which for the first event 2 days after Christmas, like the organizer was like, I don't really know what to expect, like, you know.
Yeah.
So 17 people on a Tuesday, 2 nights after Christmas, not bad. So I feel like,
not shabby.
Yeah, at least I'm getting her to do, you know, some fun stuff, but like I'm drawing the line at filing cabinet work.
I'm drawing the line at making them do file cabinets work.
Yeah,
I understand.
We're just not gonna open the filing cabinet today. That's gonna, I'll get to it. Okay.
You'll get to it eventually. Oh, Mini Cheese Mouse donated $6.90 says, we're a gust. Yes, mini gusts. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the tips. That one is the smallest gust because I think it's because I can get such massive gusts. Oh, Rusty Rhaegar tipped $130 saying, boo, ghastly interference. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Massive gust.
Advanced Deep Extragalactic Survey. Ooh. That sounds cool.
Tiny gust, perfect for resting drinks on. Only for 1 second and they're a gust. There've been gusts like for days now. It's just nobody's seen them. We did all of this like before Christmas, I think.
Full res for display.
Zero to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 100, and 100 plus. Yeah, 100 plus is the biggest gust. Everybody have a drink. You are dehydrated after imbibing over Christmas, guys. You know you are. Don't argue with me about this.
Cleo hates being argued with. You better not.
I really do. I really do.
Cleo knows when she's right, and she's absolutely correct this time, you guys.
Dang straight.
Yeah.
Do I have... Like, I've got these stickers here. I need more days of the week. Do I have more day of the week stickers? I don't think I do. No. Okay. So we'll use these ones and cut them off at the pass. Because I got to do another calendar because this calendar is for money tracking and this one is for everything else tracking.
Gotcha. Money and everything else.
It's pretty much how it do be.
Yep.
I'm gonna use this tape. This is one that Abby got me at some point.
Whole time domain field. What is this?
Cleo is always right. In case Cleo is not right, please consult the first sentence again. Frog tape. Yep. Well, it's more sort of naturey, so this be how we doing it. The discount code's changed again. What do you mean? Okay. Like the reason why, we change the discount code for the Streamloots on a regular basis. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is, people buy multiple batches of cards, and the discount only applies once. Oh, is that the space picture that you're doing?
So yeah, this is. I was just about to talk about this when you got done, but
sorry. Yeah.
No.
Go for it.
So. This is an absolutely amazing 85 megabyte photograph of what's behind the moon. They're just like this is a picture taken behind the full moon, but just in case you're ever like looking at the moon and you're like, wow, I wonder what I'm missing.
It's full of stars.
But you know what? As I'm thinking about this, the way they wrote that, it makes it sound like the moon doesn't ever move. But the moon definitely moves. You can see, like,
you can see
what's behind. But like, I guess like, for some reason they took this picture, maybe because they were using the moon to block light from Earth, or something like that, or no, they were using the moon to block light from the sun from lighting up any of the gases in the inner. Okay, that actually makes sense. So they took this is a photo that they were able to take using the moon to cast a shadow so that any of the sparse gases in the between.
Yeah, the moon.
Yeah.
The moon is geolocked. You can only see one side of the moon, but we're not talking about seeing the other side of the moon. We're talking about seeing what's behind the moon. That area isn't geolocked because the moon moves.
Yeah. But like, this is not a picture of the dark side of the moon. But yeah, because if you think about it, there's tiny amounts of trace gases and stuff in space, and they can reflect light and radio waves and stuff from the sun. But if the full moon is blocking all that stuff, if you're using this to take a photograph of what's in the shadow of the moon, then you get a clearer, crisper picture. That's what they did. But that
makes sense.
That's because this is like a gigantic high def, like 90 megabyte picture of galaxies, like with very little like the exposure and stuff on it is great. But I was also
cute.
Say again.
Oh, somebody said, McLesley said, cute washi tape, and Abby bought this for me. So
yay, good job, Abby.
It's very pretty. I agree.
Okay, this is cool.
What particular part is cool, Joe?
Just the whole concept of like, oh, let's use the moon to block light to take a picture is
cool okay. Yeah, no, that is cool.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about like space.
Joe's being amazed by space, and we get it, Joe.
Yeah, you get it.
It's fine.
So now I've got to download that picture to my computer so that I can use it as a reference without loading up a 90 megabyte website every time.
That would help.
And because because of the scale I'm building the pinball machine at, like I really do need the full res one. Double HH says, what kind of notebook are you using? It's a dot grid, so that way the lines aren't distracting, but I still have the intersections. But yeah, a swath of sky measuring 2% of the area covered by the full moon. Imaged with 3 different cameras. Webb's near-infrared, as well as 2 of Hubble's, the ACS and wide-field camera, with 3 different filters. Thousands of galaxies over an enormous range in distance and time are seen in exquisite detail, many for the first time. Light from the most distant galaxies traveled almost 13.5 billion years to reach us. Where's
my ruler?
I don't know, Cleo.
It's fine. Sorry.
Sorry. No, this is just really cool. It's a deep survey taken in the constellation Draco. So, and it looks like this proposal was made by Rolf Jansen and Jake Summers from ASU. So, good job, y'all.
Good job, those guys.
Polar Void says, I got Constellation games for Christmas after you suggested it a while back. I'm excited to read it. Oh, awesome. We're just kind of talking about the Constellation Draco, so on topic. You brought it around. But no, it's a great book. Okay. We are 51 minutes in, and I'm almost ready to start drawing. This is why I don't get a lot of drawing done in my free time. Because
no, I understand.
Because it takes me a while to like get settled. Okay, so we're gonna drag this image into OBS, which loves 90 megabyte images being dropped into it. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, OBS known for that.
Oh boy, OBS is starting to act like when I do my face cam real big. It's like, oof, we don't like this, right?
We talked about this, Joe.
Yeah,
you said you weren't going to do this to us again.
This is not cool. Okay, so
I thought we were friends, Joe.
OBS, you're such a tool. Okay, so let's...
Okay, so basic grid outlines. So I can probably just number them as we go. So 1, yeah, it starts on a Sunday. Yeah, January starts on Sunday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You think you're becoming ill? Well, Marzian, perhaps you should go and take a drink. Everybody go take a drink. You're thirsty. You don't know you're thirsty because your brain likes to think it's hungry instead.
Oh, I have a cup of water right here, Cleo. I'm Joe prepared this morning.
I am proud of you, Joe, for being Joe prepared.
Also, hey, looks like we got a tip rolling in. Sorry, I was really caught up in the space photo. From Rex Verdi, who tips 25 and says, for being all crafty and stuff. Thank you so much, Rex. We're going to go ahead
Joe is crafty.
Rotate the camera now. We were at 14, and that's going to get us to 39. 39.
Channel point. Okay, thanks, honey.
Because I kind of know how math works, yay.
Was that to the tune of Silver Bells by any chance?
Probably. And we got a tip rolling in from Gaia Eagle, who says, preemptive anti-toxic bribe. Toxic often sends tips during our parade streams. Although, I'm, of course, fully, above being bribed. Because I'm like, everybody here has given me so much money over the years that it's not worth angering 99% of you because one person sent me an extra $20. Like,
yeah, no, that's a terrible way of doing business. Yes.
It's like, yeah, you're not bribing me enough to actually influence the results. Mm. But yeah. Yeah, this is a massive image. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to open it up in Photoshop and try to like zoom in on it with the grid feature and try and do some pixel art of the galaxies just to get a sense of what that would look like in Minecraft on the side of the machine there. It's like the one time I don't need Adobe Creative Cloud, it's like hiding. Or the one time I do need Adobe Creative Cloud, I can't find it. It's constantly in my way.
Is it?
Yeah, but then occasionally it's just like, where is it? I'm like, oh no, is it in its room playing with matches?
That does sort of seem the sort of thing that it would do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the documents. Hermitcraft 9 pinball. Moon Shadow.
Hey, Tidy.
Okay. So. Let's open this up. One thing I like about this image on the whole, though, is it's roughly the size and shape I need for the sides of the pinball machine as well.
I'm just impressed that you're going to be putting it in pixel art.
Well, it's going to be interpreted extensively. I'm not just going to be dumping this into like a block transfer thing.
Oh no, I get it.
I'm going to mask this out. Somebody says, is this for Deep Field's artwork? Yeah, that's the idea. Is it's going to be I might do the words Deep Field in black with galaxies speckled in that precisely correspond to the galaxies on here. So like so it would be an accurate a relatively accurate space map inside the letters across the machine. And so I'm just trying to get a sense of it. Bribe me more, you won't get very far. Bribe me more, I could use a new car.
Look, if you need bribing, Joe, just ask for bribes. And then just say it's for content creation.
Yeah, that actually, you know what, we should we could actually have a separate category for judging. It's like at the end. And of course, our honorable mention or dishonorable mention. This person bribed me the most during the stream. I don't know if that would actually encourage or discourage people to tip during the streams.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, couldn't hurt. I mean, except for the fact that it definitely probably could.
Yeah, I gotta stretch. Oh boy. There's those
neck
muscles.
Everybody stretch, crack your backs. It's very important.
Definitely just twinged my neck a little. Oof. This is like... I still don't have a great setup for this. We've been doing this for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I also don't have a great setup for this, but I will point out I'm going to be moving to a new house sometime in the new year.
Yeah.
I would expect. So yeah.
Yeah, Chloe the Great and Powerful tips 3 and demands declare me the winner, though I am not on the server. That's going to get us up to 62% or 62 degrees of angular rotation. Thank you, Chloe the Great and Powerful. Oh boy.
Chat seems to be, now that it's been mentioned, chat seems to be fighting over that pride redeem. I am so pleased with that pride flag button that we've got on my avatar going. It just works. It's just so nice and it's subtle, and it means that no one is not rejected. Not the word I was after.
I believe in you. You can find it, Cleo.
Excluded. No one is excluded.
Yay.
Good luck with the move to the new house. Look, I haven't even found it yet.
Oh,
it's
boy.
just on my list of things to do this year. New house.
New
because
house.
I have the deposit saved.
Ooh.
Which, is a miracle, but I have the deposit
That's
saved.
a big part of it, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that too, Cam. Yeah, no, it's I say I have the deposit saved. Interest rates are up in the air at the moment, and they might not accept it, but
yeah, I mean, you might just have to take a bridge loan out for like some part of it, but if it gets, I mean, the thing is, if you had to take a bridge loan out for $5,000, that's different from taking a bridge loan out for $50,000.
Yeah.
If they're like, you need to hit 20%, you're at 17, like, because of the interest rates. Okay, I'm gonna actually pull Photoshop up in. I thought I had a Photoshop layer in this, but maybe I don't. Window capture. That's the Clio window capture.
Hope you find a nice house in a nice area. I'm just like, here's the thing. The area that I live in doesn't really bother me because my town that I currently live in is supposed to have a really high crime rate. And I've never really noticed. So, aside from the fact that wherever I go, it will probably be a decrease in crime. Like, I just need, like, the things that I need in my life is a quiet neighborhood with good internet.
Yay.
So, do you create a vision board as well as bullet journal? No. Don't even really know what a vision board is.
Well, Cleo, what do you see it as?
Like, it's a board with a bunch of pictures?
Yeah.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't do those.
Yeah. It's like you take a picture and you put it on the board, and you're like, that's a picture of Corrales, and then when you look at the board, you're like, I see Corrales seeing me. That's double vision.
I mean, I don't think Corrales is seeing me if I'm seeing a picture of Corrales.
Well, he's got big eyes though in the pictures.
This is true.
So, yeah, I'm actually really impressed. I thought that the pixel size on this would be like each individual pixel is way. Like, I was thinking galaxies would be like individual pixels almost, but like there's a lot of stuff in here that's actually gigantic. So like this across here is 184 pixels. The machine is 256 pixels or deep, or voxels. So I'm gonna have to scale this down, actually.
Wow.
Or
okay.
I'm gonna have to just pick like the sparsest region of this so that it is mostly black, if that makes any sense. So like 256 pixels across is, wow, not very much. That's this line that I'm dragging around here. So like I could use this area of this photo here, like for one side of the machine.
Thank you, Stoppy. I appreciate it.
There is so much data in these pictures. Jeez. So like, yeah, like what I need to do is pick two different, so have the different sides have two, like, yeah, like something like over here, 256 wide, where you've got like a few speckles in there, but like, wow. The other option is for me to zoom the thing out and scale it so that, like, okay, so what's 2,560 pixels look like?
I don't know.
We are gonna find out. Okay, that's align this long. And so if I move this, oh yeah, there's easily. So I could reduce this by 1/10. So we're gonna save as, and then moon shadow by 1/10. Save. Well, this is going to take a while to save because it's 90 megabytes, and we haven't actually reduced it yet.
Yep, no, that'll do it.
Okay.
There we go. What are we doing? I am...
Oh,
go for it.
I
was just saying what we're doing. Go for it.
I was going to say, we just got another tip rolling in for 10 from Quarky. Woo! Let's go ahead and rotate that camera another 10 degrees, to 72 degrees angular. What? Yay, it's me.
Yay. Joe is doing pixel stuff for his cabinet. And I am just making bullet journals out of butterflies. Maybe not quite as sinister as that sounds, but you know. I've got like butterfly stuff here. And I can show you that page, which is a calendar. I can show you another calendar, which is for a separate thing. And then I've got this. So we've got pretty things going on.
Okay. So I've scaled this down to 1/10 scale. And so 256 pixels is now covering this much space. There's still a lot of distinctly like galactic shaped stuff in here. Yeah.
Oh, I finally found my ruler. So an art piece made of butterflies the other day. It looks cool, but it is morbid. Yeah.
Well, anything made of corpses kind of tends to veer into the morbid. Like, you know, I don't know.
I mean, that is true. That is true.
Okay, I'm going to try...
Here's my art of corpses. Lovely.
So I think I want preserve details 2.0, maybe, or nearest neighbor is going to give you hard edges. I think I want the hard edges because I'm gonna try this again. Because I want to see, yeah. Because what I don't want is a lot of that stuff. Yeah, this feels more easy to convert into Minecraft now.
Keep showing up is awesome motivation. I mean, it's my biggest fault. I just stop going, as it were. So you know, it is how it is. I changed these for the ones that match the colors here.
Save a copy. Yeah. So the difference between me and a machine is I'm gonna run this a bunch of different ways, and then on a pixel by pixel basis, I'm gonna kind of pick what I want to do. Because like these weird green dots in here, that's not gonna look right. They're not supposed to be like weird bronze dots.
Makes sense.
That's just how this particular scaling thing did it. So if we zoom that back out and we scale it again with a different algorithm, adjustments, image size, there it is. So we're gonna lower it by 1/10, but we're gonna do the resample as bicubic sharper.
Okay, I've got a blue one of this somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Not in that box. Not in any of the boxes. Oh no. Oh no, chat. How am I going to cope? It's not in any of the boxes. Where do I get my materials from? I get my materials. Why is Black Gown Clothes automatically hilarious? Because the fact that I can move is just funny, I guess, Red. I get my materials mostly from Amazon, but sometimes I find things in craft shops. And sometimes Abby sends me things. So, I mean, I've got these ones, which are new, which have got a pinky purple theme going on. I mean, we'll try that pinky purple one. I just don't think, I think these washies are going to show through it.
Okay.
Because they immediately are. No, it has to be the pink one, I think.
This is feeling really promising.
Are you excited, Joe?
I am. This is my excited voice. Can't you tell, Cleo?
I mean, I want you to be excited for the work that you're doing, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't have everything, but we can at least have that, right?
We can have that. This is wild. Just like even at this scale, I was originally thinking I would zoom this out until the entire thing was 256 pixels, which I think is still worth doing. But how big across is this at this point? This is 1515, and like the usable area of that is 1360. So if let's go ahead and undo image size. So we're going to bring it back to the original, because we're not going to scale down the scaled down version, right? You start with the most data.
Right.
And then you rescale it. So image, let's do image size. We're going to bring it down to being, let's say 400 wide. 170 tall. That feels about right. I might need a little bit more height. Let's...
It's not barely suppressed rage.
Bicubic sharper. This is 3% of the original scale we're bringing it down to here.
It's... Okay.
You lose a lot of the detail. But
what detail are you losing, Joe?
I mean, it looks more like a generic star field at that scale. I feel like that's
less what you were going for.
Yeah, it doesn't look. There's a difference between looking like a pixelated star field and a pixelated galaxy field. We'll save this one for reference too. I mean, there's like a few galaxies in there, but it's not.
Yeah. There's a few galaxies over that way, which we just don't need.
Yeah.
Just don't need.
Well, and this is, you know, where a lot of the art of pixel art and adaptation comes in, is determining the scale. So, like, I know this might seem like I'm just goofing off on stream, but this is actually, like,
Joe is working. He wants you all to know
I'm actually working. Kindleless rolls in and tips 42. Thank you very much, Kindleless, who says, wanted to get you a charcuterie board for New Year's. Ooh, well, thank you. Let's see. We were at 60, or we were at 72. So 72 plus, God. It's too early to use the abacus. 72 plus...
It's never too early to use the abacus.
Okay,
abacus,
so the first 20,
abacus,
the first
abacus.
28 gets you to 100, and then 38 and 42 gets us to 114. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll, Joe, roll. Do 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 do. Badger Spanner says, I can be bribed with charcuterie. Yeah, so that gets us to 114 degrees angular. Thank you, Kindleless. And rotation tipped 5. That's going to get us to 119. Do. Yay. Thank you, rotation, for helping with the jotation. Okay. So, we tried 1/10 and we tried 1/30th. And I want to try a scale in between just to see if there's anything. The 1/10 feels safe, but so file or image here, image size, show that in percent. Okay. So if I change this to 300, that should be, oh, that's, okay, that's only 5%. If I change this to 500, that's 8%, 600, 9%. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see the galaxies more at this, in the preview anyway. What if we change, okay. 9%'s really close to 10%, though. 1/10 we already did. So let's try, if we're trying to get it in the middle, just for testing purposes, let's do 8%. 7%. Let's do 7%. I'm gonna, because that's still twice, that's more than twice what we had at 3%. Okay, then we're gonna zoom, 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 zoom. This feels more like a deep field photograph. You definitely see the shapes of the galaxies more, because you've got all the little discs flying around.
Yeah.
Once they get down to being 1 pixel wide each, they no longer give the impression of galaxies. This is the big problem.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Got a little pinwheel there.
Not gonna do that.
You don't want to do
You okay, Joe?
I was just saying you're not going to do what, but I was trying to do a British accent, and I don't think it read.
Oh, no. I'm
you're
doing,
not going
I'm
to do
butterfly
what?
stuff. I'm doing butterfly stuff and knocking my pencils everywhere.
Ah, fun.
Of course I am. I need to get something to hold pencils in that's not just a cardboard box that doesn't hold.
Pencils. Ta-da.
It just doesn't hold, Joe. It doesn't hold.
Oh, no. You sound like Ollie. You're just like, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, no, Joe. It's a note. Why, Joe? Why?
You had a different experience with Ollie than I think everyone else.
Well, like, I don't know. It seemed like everybody else was going and bailing him out all the time, too. Like,
I mean, they were. Don't get me wrong. It just feels different from you.
I had fun.
I think maybe it was the quiet, I can't outweird that guy, that did it for everybody.
But then the thing is, I did outweird him. I brought him back to my use drugs sign, and he's just like, I can't endorse this. No, I had a lot of fun. I was really glad that Ollie was there.
I really liked Ollie being there. He was a lot of fun, just in general.
It's nice to. It was a nice excuse to take frequent breaks from my work.
I mean, yeah, no, like, I understand entirely.
You know, if you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do a stream with 2 hours of sand removal, it's like, okay, it's now a stream with 1 hour of sand removal and like several 8-minute breaks going to help Ollie, right? And that's
what you want in life.
Yeah, like it's. And then the other thing is, too, because nobody was online at night from the Empire server, I could still do my nighttime stream and just have some uninterrupted build time. You know, I find little times here and there throughout the day to get my work done, you know?
In between the helping of the Ollies.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Ollie needs many lessons in just flying, I think.
I kept giving him totems, too. He's just like...
He just wouldn't use the totems.
Just wouldn't put it in his offhand. And I'm like, oh, boy. But, like, the thing is, that doesn't mean I'm not going to help him if I can. I was giving him the totems, so if I was just, like, legitimately not there.
Scar dies all the time, but is self-sufficient.
I've had to bail out Scar every few months.
I've had to bail out Scar before.
Every few months he'll be like, Joe, I'm in a death loop in my zombie farm. That's not supposed to be a zombie farm, but I accidentally made one. All my villagers want me dead, Joe. Don't kill them. But that's an adventure when that happens. Yeah.
When Scar does it, it's an adventure.
Well, but like when Scar actually needs help, it's usually he's like in a spectacular situation.
Oh yeah, it's usually he is on death's door repeatedly.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
Yeah.
It's like aggressively funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna
less often and more immense.
Save this one. This 7% here feels good because we're showing how vast everything is, but there's actually room for me to even have the two sides of the machine show different sides of this. This feels pretty good. This is gonna be a whole thing.
It already is a whole thing, Joe.
Well, I know, but yeah, we're gonna need black concrete powder. Do you know if anybody has a wither rose farm?
They do not.
Okay. The way you sighed there makes it sound like they used to.
They used to.
And that's no
longer works.
And that's now a problem for your flower shop or whatever, or dye shop.
No, it's I need a lot of black dye, and how am I getting the black dye, Joe?
Killing squids.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? How about you and me send Impulse a message and say, Impulse, for an I know you normally don't make it to HHH streams, but could you help Cleo and I build a new wither rose farm? Because we both need a ton of black dye, and we want to be self-sufficient, but
we're not.
Getting over that initial hump of...
Didn't Tango and Impulse have one? Yes, but whenever I ask about it, it's very hush hush, as in it used to exist, it doesn't anymore, doesn't work, or
Yeah.
the wither was pruned. That's why it doesn't work.
So, what we could just build it in chunks that aren't going to get pruned, like at my base.
I don't think it works that way. I think it's got to be a specific place.
Mahi Zero says Green and Stress have squid farms that work. I don't know if they do.
I don't think they do.
I think they're lying about that.
Yeah, because I've been to their farms and stood there for a while in the place where you're supposed to stand.
I think that those farms are hoaxes. I don't... You need bedrock to make a Wither Rose farm. That sounds like a challenge to get bedrock.
We want to be self-sufficient, but if we try, it will just be an endless stream of withers coming from spawn to spawn through the end forever.
Well, I'm not going to build it on the end island, because that'll send the wither explosions through the portal sometimes. And then destroy Scar's tree. So, I'd rather not do that.
After having to teach Ollie how to fix the bloomin' the pickaxe.
Yeah.
That he picked up because Scar did not lock the pickaxe.
Well, and in fairness, I warned Ollie not to touch the shulker at spawn. I did not warn him not to touch the tree. I'm not saying everything Ollie does wrong is my responsibility, but, like, I had the opportunity to warn him, and I failed to.
Okay, let's put it like this. Ollie did fix the pickaxe, and then I fixed what Ollie did.
Okay.
I want everybody to know that Ollie was, like, although it happened on stream, and everyone went, no, the memorial! And it was just sort of like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Ollie did fix it.
Yeah.
And I made it look nice.
Yay.
So, help us, this is a threat.
Okay. I'm going to reopen the original Moon Shadow picture here.
I tried to make a Wither Rose farm, and the end result of that was now I hunt squid in the river. I tried to make a squid farm, and the result of that was now I hunt squid in the river.
Yeah.
He didn't steal from the memorial. He just went, oh, this is shiny. What's it doing there? And then it broke.
Yeah.
It wasn't theft. It was...
admiration.
It was like, this is pretty.
That's on us. We did not warn him. Like... Also, when we got to Empires, we were like, is there anything we shouldn't mess with? And they were like, no, not really. And we kind of were like, okay, cool, same. And, like...
Yeah.
We didn't think that through. That's on us.
Yeah, we were very, yeah.
Like, technically, Grian and Fwip organized this. But you can put as many air quotes around that. Like, they scheduled it? You could even put air quotes around that.
They discussed the basic plot points and then told us what the basic plot points were.
Yeah, it's like there will be, and by plot points, it's like there will be a rift, and then there won't be, and then there will be again, and then there won't be. Good luck.
That's basically what we got.
That's how much we got. That's how much we got.
And these are the dates where there will be or won't be a rift.
Subject to change.
Subject to like viewers and all sorts of things. It I'm not saying it was chaotic.
No,
it was very well organized, but for a given value of very well organized.
It was fun. It was a worthwhile experience, and I'm glad Grian and Fwip took the initiative.
I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad we did it. It seems like we're complaining here. It was a very good, it was a very positive experience. And I appreciate them trying something bold.
Yeah. They did something new, and I enjoyed myself. I mean, granted, I had to drop out because of the cat.
Yeah.
But I think it was worthwhile. I would do it. I'm not sure everyone would do it again, but I would definitely do it again.
It was very disruptive in ways that I think were educational for me. But I don't know that everyone would say that. And the other thing is, though, too, in terms of us, like, quote-unquote, doing it again. Like, Hermitcraft's been around for 10 years, and we've done this once. If we do this every 5 to 10 years, then it's still disruptive. If we're like, uh-oh, it's November, I wonder who we're gonna rift into this year. Like, nobody's gonna want that.
Oh, no. That's just not fun.
No.
And you know what? It's gonna take a couple of years to get I'm not saying to get the shine off, but to glow it up in people's minds.
Yeah.
You know? Because there are lots of people going, we hate the big base swap. It's the worst thing that's ever happened. Yeah. And then everyone goes, do you remember the big base swap? That was hilarious.
They should have done more with that. Yeah. Everyone should have done more with that. I agree.
I agree. Everyone should have done more than that. I think me and Corrales came out of that one on top.
I really, really loved it. That was, I don't know if I built like a huge office building that looked like a bunch of floppy disks. That I really
no, I remember you doing that, and I still think me and Corrales came out on top of that one.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did great, but like, I definitely was. If the Ever Given hadn't crashed, I would have stayed longer. But I was like, oh no, there's only one place on the server that I could build a scale model of this ship, and it's back at my old base. XP, we gotta swap back.
People didn't like. No, people hated it. I got lots and lots of hate for stealing Corrales' base. That was exactly how they phrased it. It wasn't a swap. It was, you stole Corrales' base. I think there are both distinct groups that are loud about their thoughts at different. Like, honestly, I got recommended a video yesterday about the current situation, and what I was impressed with, it was the person who said, this is the worst idea ever. And then I looked at it and all the comments were like, what are you talking about? They're already back. This isn't going to affect Hermitcraft literally at all. I really enjoyed having new people around. Yeah. What the hell is your problem? And it was just pages and pages of comments, just like, you're living in a dream, man. It was that sort of thing. I think we need more server events. Okay, let's talk about the server events that have happened in the last 3 months. We've had the King storyline. We've had the building mini games, and we've had the crossover. That's been in the last 3 months. Please let us breathe.
Yeah.
We don't need more events. We need fewer. Not more server events. I like my hermits not burnt out. I mean, like, me and False have come up with a new thing.
Oh, I haven't heard about this new thing. I'm guessing I'm not allowed to.
We're not allowed to talk about it yet. I mean, False has talked about, like, here's the thing. Me and False came up with the same idea separately.
Okay.
So it was like, I've mentioned it in the, if you look in the Hermitcraft discussion thread, I've mentioned it there.
Okay.
And then she saw that I'd mentioned it and she just went, I don't know how you came up with this, but I was talking about this, wanting to do this on my stream the other day. And then we just went, shall we team up? So we've got that coming up soon. We've got Beef's card game. And then in a few months, we got Decked Out coming out as well. To be honest, I felt like the Cleo Corrales swapped was rigged as Cleo's hand set the town to life. I definitely know Corrales wanted me. If that helps. Because Corrales definitely, like, me and Corrales talked about doing that anyway. I'm not saying it was rigged. I'm saying, but Corrales got what they wanted.
I didn't put in any requests. Mine was definitely randomized. And I doubt XP would have requested me, so.
Nah, it's fine. That you all need to have a break. And like, here's the thing, I don't necessarily think we need a break. It's just, there's a lot been going on and we just want to do some normal content for a while. Unfortunately, normal content is ridiculous. I think Mumbo thought things through on the swap. Who says Mumbo had anything to do with it? Is that a secret? I don't know if it's a secret anymore. Just a break from the extra chaos, the non-standard chaos. I think what you're going to get is you're going to get a lot of videos with people just messing around, or people just doing a lot of building, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
Well, like a lot of us have like big projects that we've been postponing working on.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I mean, my plan is to go into building the front of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And then putting stuff in it. January is always a bit quieter. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because a lot of people schedule their travel and stuff because it's a cheap time to travel and it's a bad time to make ad revenue.
Yeah. It's a good time to travel, bad time to make ad revenue.
And so, yeah, if you're a professional YouTuber, saying I'm going to take January off is a really solid choice. For me, I'm like, oh no, I just spent a bunch of money on Christmas. I need to work, whether or not I'm making ad revenue or not. But that's one of the reasons that I've tried to diversify my stuff more towards tips and Patreon, because I don't want to be smashed on YouTube.
Beholden to that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, January is quieter. February it picks back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Miss some of the other hermits who are probably already done for the season. I don't think there are that many of them. I wasn't choking. That was a sneeze.
I mean, some people might be taking some time off because of the Christmas and the
yeah, but I don't think they're done.
No,
I don't think they're done. I mean, there are some people who are obviously done, but who kind of started out done. You know. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, I'm not talking for anybody, but you know.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I don't know that anybody is at a point in the season where if they didn't have a good idea, they wouldn't come back and work on it more.
Yeah.
Like
there are people that are coming.
People who are like, oh, okay, I've got this other streaming series or whatever that's doing really well right now. I just want to focus on that. Well, when they get done with that, they might go, oh, you know what? I saw Decked Out starting again. I love Decked Out. Or something. Yeah. You know, like, or I want to play Beef's card game. You know, now I'm here. Why don't I start building again? Like, there's a lot of opportunities for people to jump in. And nobody's going to be discouraged from jumping in. We love hanging out with each other. Like.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's like. It like Hermitcraft is one of those things. You can be away for months and months at a time. And then something happens, and then you just pop yourself back in.
Yeah, it's nobody's...
We're speaking specifically about Hypno. Ah, I see. You never know. Hypno might come and do a thing.
I mean, I haven't heard if he's said anything publicly, so...
No.
You know, I don't want to speak about individual hermits. I'm just saying the opportunity exists for all hermits to jump back in.
They can come back whenever they need, whenever they want to.
At their convenience. Okay.
We just have to make sure that everyone's got like a jumping in point if they do.
Yeah. Well, and it's really hard for people to jump back in during everybody being gone also.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of an awkward so of course nobody came back in the last month and a half.
No. Some people just feel like they've only just started despite already ridiculous amounts of stuff. Like Doc and Scar,
no, my project is nowhere near complete. If people are like, guys, we need to wrap it up in 3 weeks.
There is no way that that's going to happen. No one. Like...
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, like this season is not near over. Like
no, I've literally just organized with Scar about doing people in Scarland,
and we don't have Decked Out finished. We don't have Vintage Beast card game finished. There's months and months of stuff left to do.
Yeah.
Like
Like, even if we were talking about the end of the season, it would be just like at least 6 months.
Yeah. Anybody who felt strongly about ending the season now, we'd probably just say, you know what? It's January. Take the month off. See if you feel better.
Yeah.
Sorry, champ.
Scar's not even built the castle yet.
Yeah, like there is work to be done.
Yeah. Everybody take a drink. You're thirsty.
Open.
I'm hoping for a long season.
Me too.
I'm thinking that we'll get a long season. We're trying to avoid doing it by release schedules, but that happens as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So I really like this Carina Nebula as the background image with the words deep field as like knockout text with the actual deep field photo showing through.
Cool.
And I'm thinking that I'll crop that to about here just to make sure that we've got like the darker edges aren't going to show the text through it, right? So we need to
yeah,
crop that appropriately.
We'll get the length of season 6 with the ending of 7. I don't know what the ending of 7 means.
Image crop.
Seems like the season will have a natural... Like, honestly, we're not thinking about ending it right now. So, you know, like, I know people like to, you know, anytime a big project ends, people just like to start speculating. Well, obviously they're finishing now, just because a small part of the thing is ending.
Oh, if Grian's Rift has a trap door in front of it, I guess season's over?
Yep, I guess season's over.
Rift is closed. Look at the trap door. We're done. Okay. So, let's see. If I try to scale this image size all the way down to 256 wide. This is just...
Is this a little Prince washi tape? Yes, it is.
It's going to give us 157 tall. That gets very teeny tiny.
Season 6 was aggressively long, and we were exhausted at the end of it. So...
I'm not sure how I feel about this being the whole side of the machine. I feel like it shows some of the larger structures, but like a lot of the detail gets lost. At that reduction level. So we're gonna undo that. Image size. Let's try lowering it to 512 wide. So that's twice the scale. And then if we just cropped, we pick our favorite 256 wide bit. Like our favorite half.
bit.
Whoops.
All the hermit's been inspirational with helping me grow building and other things. Well, that's kind of what we're here for. We're here to inspire you. Because, you know, that's why people come back. It's just like, this is amazing. I want to see how you did it, and I want to see what the next thing is that you do.
Oh, that looks like a snake with laser eyes. It's got like a snake mouth.
Yeah, Hermitcraft is like a snake with laser eyes. This is true.
No, like the part of the nebula. It's fine.
Cleo and Joe talked unscripted on an art stream about how seasons end. Guess it's time to wind down our expectations and prepare for another apocalypse. That's how that works. Yeah, we talk about things randomly, and that means that we're responsible for it ending. That's facts.
I was gonna say, we're the most irresponsible people on the server. I don't think people depend on us for anything.
I don't know. I'm fairly responsible, Joe.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you are literally responsible now.
I'm literally the adult in the room in Hermitcraft.
Yay.
We have like a whole technically community council for that.
Yay. How's that working for you?
Actually, it's not bad. It's mostly people going, do we have to do a vote on this? Yeah, we do. Okay, I'll make the vote. That's basically what we're doing at this point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have like if there's a problem, some people come to us. So that has helped.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I guess I haven't been the problem lately, and I haven't had a problem with anybody, so I've literally never heard anything from you.
Yeah, and you've not needed to. So
that's fantastic. So I just kind of assumed like the whole thing had just died quietly.
I mean, we don't talk a lot because we got like we don't have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But, you know, we had to deal with some stuff during the Rift.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's I'm not saying it's the best system, but it's a system that
it's a system we have.
It's the system we have. And also, like, the whole thing was to stop, like, you know, any drama from being more than it is.
Yeah.
And that's obviously worked.
Yeah.
So, you know. I mean, granted, it's full of people that don't really want to do the job, but are doing it because it's helpful. So
that's the best type of government. It doesn't last for more than one generation, unfortunately, but
no, it's mostly us going, oh, okay, yeah, fine.
Okay, I mean, I think...
What do you think about this? Let's be reasonable. Let's be grown-ups. Okay, we're being reasonable and grown-ups. This is our decision. Let's do something about it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really think that this bit of the Carina Nebula here is gonna be a good backdrop. Glowwatt says, Joe, hope you had a pleasant Christmas. Thought the Rift idea was excellent. Thank you. I did not come up with the Rift idea, but
no.
I feel free to leave a message on Grian's YouTube comment section, so he knows.
He knows what everybody thinks of the Rift, because people have been telling him very loudly.
Have they?
Yeah, because people are either they love it or they hate it.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
you know how people get. We all know how people get. We depend on you for entertainment. Oh no.
Okay.
On average, Cleo and Joe are the most irresponsible. Why? Why do you think me and Joe are the most irresponsible? I understand Joe to a certain extent.
Well, because I avoid responsibility because I feel like I've got too much of it in my day-to-day life. Because I'm always like, oh man, it'd be cool to organize something like...
Because Joe's bringing the average down.
But I'm tired.
Here's the thing. Like, my character is not big on responsibility. Like the character that I play in Hermitcraft. Mm-hmm. It's not responsible. But I don't think I do anything irresponsible.
Yeah.
Why? Because no one stopped them. I mean, that's reasonable. That's a fair statement.
Okay, so we're going to create a new file here in Adobe Illustrator called Deep Field Sides.
Every hermit has two moods. They're responsible moods and they're chaotic moods. They have the responsible moods, which is, I'm going to fill up my shop and we're going to make things really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, I'm going to change a sign and start a war.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my defense, did not know that read.
Okay. So let's, whoops, what did I do?
So many things, Joe.
Everything's broken, Cleo. Okay.
Why is everything broken, Joe? What did you do?
In this case, I don't have my Adobe Illustrator thing working.
Well, you see, that's a you thing.
Yeah, okay. Capture method, manual. I should really name some of these layers in OBS. Because I've got like window capture 1, window capture 2, window capture 7. And I'm like, which one's Photoshop? I've renamed it now to Photoshop. Okay. And then we have Adobe Illustrator.
That's good.
Yeah, I know, right? That's progress.
I didn't say that. I said it's good. I didn't say it was progress.
Well, I'm calling it progress, Cleo.
The hermits are the most responsible adults. The most common response just happens to be war. We are very responsive in the war category, I suppose.
Okay. So.
A lot of the chaos just stems from any one of the hermits being bored. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Who am I closest to on the Hermitcraft server? I mean, Joe? Probably, considering we've known each other for 10 years.
We've known each other for more than 10 years because we've been on Hermitcraft, or I've been on Hermitcraft for 10 years. So.
That's true. We have known each other for more than 10 years. And I know about Joe's private life.
Yay.
So, you know, there are hermits that I don't know about their private life. That was a silly question. I mean, like, I'm not saying it was a silly question, but I think it had an obvious answer. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference there. Etho's still a mystery. Etho's not a mystery. Etho's a smart guy with a good moral code who just finds things funny. And I know a lot of people set him up to be this god amongst men. He's not. He's just an Etho. He's just an Etho. Location-wise, X.
Placement options. These should be... We need to embed both these files. Save.
He's a god amongst ethos. Yeah. So how many other people have a hopper clock named after them? I don't know. Anyone who wants to name a hopper clock, I guess. At this point, bigging up Etho is just funny because he's just some guy, but like really, really good at being just some guy.
Okay, 512.
I love that you keep him humble and I don't get the people. I don't like. There's a lot of people that go, "Oh my god, hermits are amazing and cool," and they do no. He's just some guy that I've watched wang into a mountain millions of times. Okay. Specifically Scar, I'm thinking of there.
Oh, Scar, okay.
I mean, you know, Etho has done it as well. I've seen Etho wang into a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But not as often as Scar, specifically. They're just guys.
15166. Really? This seems high.
Can't decide who's the most derpiest out of Azuma, Scar, and Ren. Scar. Like, it's facts.
That's wrong.
New stream title, Destroying Legends with Cleo and Joe. To be fair, Joe's very busy. Joe is doing his thing.
I'm doing mental math about pixel values. So
let me just destroy your heroes. I'm happy to destroy your heroes.
Okay.
It's like a slice of life anime that just happens to be Doc Green and Ether. And the others. I like that that's how you phrase that.
And the others, yeah.
And the others.
Yeah.
The others being right here. I like that I can't even get center stage on my own bloody stream chat.
Oh, Cleo, you don't need that kind of attention. It's not good for you.
I mean, like, but I kind of think it is, Joe.
Yeah.
I kind of think it is.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm unsurprised you feel that strongly about this. This is not a shocker to me.
This is obvious trauma here, Joe. Obvious. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Cleo's like pedestals. We don't do that here. No, because why?
Okay.
Most imposing people are just some guy. Everyone is just some guy.
I'm trying to think if I've ever met somebody who was not. Like, you know, I love the work of Mike and Jerry from Penny Arcade, creating packs as like a place for people to be together a few times a year, every year, that they know is going to be safe and fun. That's a really cool thing to build. But like, I've gotten to talk to them at PAX occasionally, like at events, like small mixers and stuff, and they're just people. Like Chris Straub, another one of my artistic heroes, Evan Dom, like the people that I've looked up to the most creatively or have been the biggest influences to me have always just been some guy. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, if I'm trying to think, like, would I be surprised if I met like somebody who I never had the opportunity to meet, like Douglas Adams? Now that he's passed away, he's passed into legend. But like, if I had met him when he was still alive, would I be shocked if he was just some guy? No.
No. Everybody in like everyone you've ever thought of at some point in their life is just some guy.
Yeah, like, I don't know. So
I mean, like, every person you've ever known who's done something amazing is just a dude. You know? Everything is humans doing things. Yep. I like legendary people who are clearly still just some guy. But that's the point. They're legendary because people have put them there. It's not anything that they've done. They're just still some guy who's done a great thing. Just a dude doing Jesus, just a dude doing good dude things. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like, my favorite story from the Bible, or my favorite Jesus story, is not a story Jesus told, but a story about Jesus, which was when he first gave the apostles the ability to do miracles, like heal people. The next line is like, then they arrived at a village that would not allow them entrance. And the apostles asked Jesus, "Ooh, can we rain fire down on them?" And
Jesus is like, "What the hell, guys?
Yeah, and it's just like, Jesus told them that they should just keep moving. But like just that thing, like, you guys have the power to heal. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay, well here's the next place we get to. Everybody's kind of a jerk. It's like, wait, can we do fireballs? And he's just like, no, guys, come on.
What's the wrong with you?
Yeah, it's just like, this is like when you teach kids how to use knives. Like,
yeah. Somebody just said, I remember Cleo being on the live series and somebody say, I think it was Joel who said, I thought hermits were gods. And then Cleo just started cackling. I remember that. I remember that happening. Yes, I did cackle because it was hilarious. What the hell? Not gods, just people.
Yeah.
If you only watch one Minecrafter, then it's not unsurprising how that one ends up on a pedestal. If you watch several, you get a more healthy view. Maybe? I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I select? Can I multi-select these?
I think people are just people, guys. Oh. Can we just be okay with people being people?
Yeah.
Doc, for example, is very open about not being the guy that makes all the stuff he pulls off possible. This is true. Doc is very clear that he has an army of people behind his every episode. Me, on the other hand, I just do like the Hermitcraft stuff I just do on my own because I don't have a team of people. I don't think you have a team of people either.
For moderation stuff and for project management, but not for
not for the Hermitcraft stuff. Is
not for the art.
No.
Well, and like sometimes people are like, "Hey, do you need an editor?" And it's like, well, the problem is that like I don't record these with the expectation somebody's going to listen to the raw footage. And so like, you know, my kid might be coming in and asking questions, or like, you know, like the other hermits might be talking about like, "Oh yeah, my parent just called with a health problem, you know, it sounds like this." It's like, "Oh geez," you know, like I don't feel comfortable. I would have to scrub all of the footage before I sent it off to be edited. Because I'm not operating in an environment professionally like that, where I'm
No, it's like I just did a thing with Pearl.
Oh, I know Pearl.
We went around. You know Pearl.
Pearl is so amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, and we went around to first we pranked Scar. And you know, like Joe obviously knows how Scar is when he's very tired.
Yeah.
And he was telling me and Pearl, like we ended up helping him out of it, and he came and pranked with us. And no, he started talking about some things that's going on in his own life, and it's like I could not legitimately send that footage to an editor.
No.
Without dealing with it myself first.
Yeah, all of us have like kind of we're all very like comfortable. We trust each other with our privacy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be a betrayal of the trust of the other hermits unless I radically like unless I started every recording saying, "Hey guys, just so you know, I'm sending this footage off premises to an editor." Right?
I mean, that's not to say I wouldn't use an editor. I think in some like if I managed to get to that point.
Well, if I did a D&D show again, editing a D&D show, if that was the difference between does the show get made or not, I would absolutely use an editor for that, because when I was doing the multi-camera D&D stuff last time, like the technology has gotten faster, but multi-camera editing is just very time-consuming.
It's a nightmare.
It requires a lot of thought. Now, I was still making a lot of decisions that where the editing was part of the joke. I was just like, oh, if we just cut from this to this, that's funny. Like, so that's the thing, too. Is I was making artistic choices in the editing, so I would have to hire somebody who understood my humor as well as multi-camera editing. But for, like, Hermitcraft stuff, like...
Thank you, Revering Tail, for the 10 community gift subs. I do appreciate that. It does mean that we can keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, on the stream, not here forever, because we've already been here for like 2 hours, so... But in general. You, Scar, Pearl will also be known as the Cleo Trio. Honestly, I really enjoyed that present. I was very tired. That was filmed at, it was filmed at, I want to say 10 a.m. Pearl's time and 11 p.m. my time. And Scar was very, like, all three of us were exhausted. And then we turned up to Tango, who was even worse than the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just a confluence of just people being very, very tired. So I think that video worked really well. But again, like, we paused like every so often and then just had a real life chat.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what you do when you're friends.
Exactly. And like, it's like I wouldn't trust. Would I send an editor a copy of what we talk about at our Hermitcraft meeting? No. And honestly, we talk about less sensitive stuff at those meetings in some cases than we do individually one-on-one when we're recording.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're just in open mic, just talking about like real life stuff. Anybody could come across us.
Yeah, like, so I don't see any future in having somebody else edit my Hermitcraft videos. That's just not where I'm taking things.
If Tango's avatar could eye twitch, it would have when the Cleo trio turned up. Honestly, he was like 48 hours into a 50-hour video at that point.
Yeah.
Please, like, go and watch Tango's latest video. The amount of time he spent on it was ridiculous.
I haven't actually seen it. What did he do?
He built the entire second level of Decked Out.
What? In one video?
In one video.
Oh, jeez.
And off camera, the conversation I had with Tango is like, do you need me and Joe to come and help you out for HHH? And he was just like, no, yes, no, yes.
Yes. I've been telling him. Like, when he built the first Decked Out, one of the first things I said was, oh my god, man, you spent so much effort on this. If there's anything I can do, if you make another one, I love this game so much. Like,
Tango does not like asking for help.
Well, and I even showed up, and because like I had left a shulker box full of stuff, and I was like, "Well, I'm here. Let me just grab some extra stone because I need it for a project or whatever." And so I came over on my stream to pick up my left shulker, and I just started working. And he's like, "Joe, go home. Your shift's over. You did HHH earlier." And I'm like, "I just, there's still more to do, and I needed a break from my project." He's like, "Go home." It's like, okay.
The problem is we're very good at telling other hermits to go and chill out.
Yeah.
We're not good at doing it ourselves.
No.
And that is, I think, our, like, as a group, our biggest weakness. Self-care.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Tango is the kind of person where you need to show up and be like, "Hi, I'm here, tell me what to do." I think we're gonna have to, because he's always streaming when it's HHH.
Yeah, if he's we should just stream.
We should just turn up.
Stream snipe him.
Yeah. So, could Tango entrust you with running Decked Out too? Not with running it.
No. But we just want to help.
We just want to say, tell us what materials you need. We will go get them.
Yeah.
Tell us where to dig. We will, like, he does need help digging out further down.
Yeah, further down.
Like, we're just going to turn up and we're just going to start digging at a certain point.
Yeah.
It's like he needs the help. I mean, I've been concerned about Beef at the moment as well, because but we're obviously we are going out to help Beef out.
We are going to help Beef. We literally scheduled it. I made sure that we got that. I made sure.
We got that in the diary.
I was like, okay, we need to come back.
7 PM on
Beef,
Tuesday.
let's talk about dates.
Yeah, we literally put that in.
I was like, we're not finishing this recording until we have a date set for the next time we're going to come help you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the right way to do that.
I think that was the right way to do it, yes.
And I think we need to start doing that maybe with Tango, is like, okay, Tango, you got this built out. So what's the next big thing you're going to need help with? Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, let's say that you need this. When might that be? I don't know, first week of January. Okay, first week of January. That's what HHH is. If you need to push it to the second or third week, that's fine, but we have a slot for you.
Yes, yeah. I think we need to do that, because Tango was exhausted. That was literally, like, the day before Christmas Eve. Like it was literally Christmas Eve. He was there doing that.
Yeah.
So he needs help, and we're gonna nobody tell him, because it's much easier for him to accept help where he doesn't know is coming. Because he'll be too flustered to put it away. So B said in a video he was okay and still really enjoying it. He is okay, and he is still really enjoying it. That's what we want to keep going.
Yeah.
But like doing things yourself and not having anyone to like, for example, we've now got like a little mini group with Beef and us, because me and Joe have played a lot of TCG card games, and we know what's expected of them, so we're able to help with like little layout things and how things are done and all sorts of stuff. So we're able to do that for each other in like, there are things that I can't see because I'm too close to a project sometimes, and somebody goes, well, what if you do this thing? And then it's like, that makes a lot of sense.
And that's the case for all of us. That's not like, oh, wow, Cleo's got this unique blindness. It's we all it's like have to pitch in and help. And
yeah. So like we show up and surprise him with help.
Yeah.
What we do is we go, do you need us to get you redstone? Do you need us to make you things? Do you need us to dig out this entire hole this time? No, you can just go. Me and Joe are quite happy to sit here and just bully each other. It's fine.
Yeah, we're just...
I think that's what we need. That's what we need to do with Tango. We just need to turn up and we just say, you go and do your own thing. We're quite happy to do this thing.
Queen Dark Lady suggests if we just start digging without instruction, he'll eventually have to tell us where to dig so we don't hit something important.
I mean, this is true.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong. I just watched the whole TCG game, and let's just say I'm Joe and my brother is Cleo every time we play anything. Look, that wasn't me. I mean, I did play well, but Joe did nothing wrong. Joe made every smart move that he could have done.
I did everything I could. I was like, if I can just hold out long enough. I felt bad because I'm like, I don't want to play this game like I'm stalling, but I'm like, there are cards in this deck that are going to be playable, and I need to get to them in order to actually test the game. I need to get to the playable cards. And unfortunately, I didn't quite get there. But
no.
I put in an earnest effort.
You did like I say, Joe, like it's that whole Picard quote. You can make no wrong moves and still lose.
Yeah.
That's what Joe was doing, But yeah, Joe had bad RNG. That's true.
But the thing is, you can tilt the RNG though when you build your own deck, and that was that's why for the next session we're doing, Cleo and I are gonna build our own decks. Yeah. And what I'm gonna suggest for that, Cleo, is something where it's like, okay, Beef, give us each whatever the starter pack is, or whatever your beta version of the starter pack is, and then give us like 2 expansions, or what do you call those? 2 boosters, right?
Yeah.
And so the idea is we're not going to have all the cards to play with. We're going to have what any given hermit might have when they first get started, plus a little bit more.
I mean, what I think Beef needs to do is like 3 base decks that people can pull from. Like people can buy, like these are the 3 base decks. This is a prankster deck, this is a builder deck, this is a redstoner deck.
Yeah.
Or maybe a double deck, whatever. And then they can buy that base deck, which should cost a fortune legitimately. And then they buy cards that they can then slot into it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's because he's got so many different styles of cards, having like no Magic the Gathering person started just buying packs of Magic the Gathering cards. They bought a base deck so they could get used to it. So I think like having specific decks that they can pull from, like the Magic the Gathering pre-built decks, like maybe it's just base cards for a specific play style, and then you can just slot in whatever you want.
Yeah. The voice says, I join in and Joe's camera is all topsy-turvy. Well, that is because the camera rotates every time we get $1, 1 degree angular.
Mm-hmm.
Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Cleo,
however,
I was going to say, I feel like I'm still making good progress and I'm really enjoying this conversation. Mm-hmm. But I've got my build contest at noon. So if we wrap up on the hour, so that I've got an extra hour to like get my kid lunch and stuff before we do the build contest.
All good.
Would that be good? Okay, because like I did want to show actually masking these texts, taking this text, making a mask and outlining it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. We didn't have pre-builts in beta when I started. I mean, I think that's a niche case. I'm talking about like general Magic the Gathering players, like people like me who started. Okay. You start with a base deck, figure out if you like it, and then you move on from there. And I think having that sort of stuff is important. And to start with a base deck I stole from my sister. Legit. I know, Bone Bites, but we're not going to talk about that, lady. It's fine.
Okay, so I need to put this...
Habits.
Create a new layer. To mask. Okay. Cool. Turn that off right now. So this outline layer... we're gonna... Control-Shift-O. It's gonna outline all of those bits of text there. So now, when we turn on this 2 mask here, the outline layer on top, I think I might need to technically, I think there's some sort of like thing where it's like I need to turn this into an expanded outline or make a compound path. Control-8, okay. So then we can mask that. Make clipping mask.
I don't know what Joe is doing. It's fine. So I am very much looking forward to Beef's game. I'm also looking forward to Tango's game. And I'm also looking forward to my game. There's a lot of gaming content coming out.
Yes.
I think in the next few months.
When you say you're looking forward to your game, is that the thing that you said you couldn't talk about?
Well, it's the thing that me and Force haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
So, like, we're waiting for... Like, I came up with the idea over Christmas. She came up with the idea just before, I think. Mm-hmm. And... yeah, no, it's like... we both have our own ideas about what it should be, but because it's the same thing, we need to talk to each other before we do any like active discussion about making things.
Okay, so basically what I've done here, Cleo, is that I've created a mask over the Galaxy Deep Field photograph. With the words deep field.
Ooh.
And then I'm putting that in front of the Carina Galaxy or Carina Nebula.
Just making things pretty.
So
that's all we're after, Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
Games make for awesome collabs. I think the reason why hermits gravitate towards games is because it's not just content for you, it's content for other people. And it's a lot of cross promotion of people. you still getting the hermits to play your escape room? I know Corrales and XB want to play it properly, so there is a plan there. They've asked, and it's just a case of finding time and remembering.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Why habits? It's a habit tracker. If I look at it and think, oh, I haven't done my water today, or I haven't done my exercise for the day, or if I haven't done this, I haven't done that, it's just a little reminder to make me go do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got a run log in the front, so I can keep track of things, and if it's like half full, etc. So yeah, habit tracker is I'm not saying it's the most important thing for me on this thing, but it does help.
Mm-hmm.
It's a list of religious where Cleo wants.
Yeah, I think I need to spend like an hour looking at fonts. Because, like...
Oh, no.
I love how... Like, this is the one that I use for the temporary short-term version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm used to seeing it, but I really wanted something that was tilted. I wanted something with a good, strong italic to it that felt very aerospacey. And I'm not there. Whoa, what did I do?
Thought you said rum log. I had a drink on stream yesterday.
What?
And I know. I explained. I mean, I don't think you can join The Sims with me, but
Well, I mean, I can hang out and pal around and be like, what? Drinking party with Cleo.
It wasn't really a drinking party. It was like I had 2 drinks, and I explained that I do it like twice a year, if that. Pretty much always on stream.
That's fair. You're just telling them, you did this, you drove me to this.
Well, the next one I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a long stream on New Year's Eve.
Are you gonna... Did you see Cub's message about New Year's?
I did. I was planning on going and visiting when that goes off.
I was thinking about trying to do that too. I'm gonna have to see how it hits my family stuff and friend stuff. But
yeah,
because he was saying it's early enough in the day, it should be before New Year's Eve. It should be before midnight in both UK and American time. So nobody I'm hanging out with for New Year's is gonna want to hang out at 6 a.m. my time. So I can record
Probably
that
not.
and then post it for have it go live at midnight or whatever.
Fair.
Okay.
But we'll see. So I'm planning on streaming. I'm thinking about doing. I have 2 cult games. I have Honey, I Joined a Cult and Cult Simulator.
Oh.
That I thought ringing in the New Year's with the people on stream, that feels apt.
Yeah.
After the last few days, I can understand anyone wanting a drink. Yes, Abby, you did drive me to drink. Or maybe is that accurate if I drove you to drink? Okay. I don't know. But yeah, like I do want to do Cubs thing. But I'm thinking a Cult Simulator feels valid for New Year's. Very festive. It is very festive. The entire bottle seemed to be rather useful after the soap bean. The soap bean was special.
Yeah. So I'm looking at a few fonts here. Offworlder. I could just drag this into OBS real quick. Boop. Yes, drag the link into OBS. So this is one from Nate Pecos of Blambot. Whoops. This might work well. It's got kind of an old school computery vibe, which granted our modern space telescopes are new, but pinball is retro. I don't know.
Yeah, no, like, I can see the juxtaposition of that.
Yeah.
Hermitcraft community is technically about individual channels. The overall messages that is helping one fellows. We try.
Yeah.
We try.
The big thing is I need the text to be dark if I want to be able to see the star field through it. So like having thick lines, like here's another one called Earthman Heavy.
Where's my mouse?
Sorry, Cleo. Yeah, I'm just...
It's okay. It's okay. I just need to click over for a second because things have gotten out of touch.
Some of these... this guy, Nate Pecos, puts out so many fonts. Like, some of these he didn't even have out that I'm looking at. He didn't even have out when I started on this project. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, those look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like that one's... let's see.
I love to see Cleo stream Cult of the Lamb, but I don't think she'd enjoy the combat works. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but it's on my list. I do own it, for example. Or at least I'm going to own it, is the plan. And it's not like I've not ever done like bullet helly kind of games before. I mean, I have played many Binding of Isaacs. I do like that font. That font is good. What are you thinking, Joe? Silence? Joe? Joe's muted. So I'm assuming that something family.
Sorry, Cleo. People are asking me questions about lunch.
Ah, yeah, I figured it was a family thing. I was just about to go into one.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Why? What were you asking me?
I can't remember now offhand, but I was saying I like that font that you've got currently up there.
The psychic telekinesis really nice. One.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Ooh. This one, the Worlds at War. Let me bring this one in. Has a really blocky letters and italics. The biggest thing is...
Ooh. I like the death rays.
Yeah, because if the DE would look like that. And like these are for the basic desktop license. Oh, it's only $40. Yeah. Yeah. Like the rounded E having like the flat bottom there. Let me see what other letters. Is there a capital F in there that I can look at? Field. How does the I look? I looks good. E looks good. I mean, L is kind of hard to screw up. I can hand tweak an L if I hate it. The D looks good. Honestly, Worlds at War.
It does look nice.
Might be the winner here. The other one, like the one that says Psychic Telekinesis, has a cool circuit boardy feel, but like circuit boards aren't technically space in the same way that like, you know, a lot of this stuff
Aliens are.
Yeah.
And that one feels very Aliens to me.
Yeah. Death rays. Yeah, this feels like a good, strong sci-fi thing. It feels kind of retro, but not too retro. The S is a little awkward, but in a way that would look... If I don't need an S to spell deep field. There's no other text going on the machine. But yeah, just it gives you the fact that there's such blocky letters. It really lets me embrace the star field, galaxy field. So yeah, this is gonna be amazing.
I think that's the one.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I was gonna say delete these other layers, which I should know how to do. I like never remove layers during streams. Like I just hide them, and then I end up with 8,000 layers everywhere.
Yep. Okay. We are hitting the top of the hour, Joe. So
yep.
Make it quick.
Well, okay. So thank you everybody for hanging out.
Oh no! I was saying make whatever it is you're doing here quick. Like you were going to do a picture, weren't you?
Oh, like hand drawing something?
No. You were going to do a mock-up.
Well, no, that's part of what I was. I mean, I'm showing I have the mock-up in the Illustrator, where you can kind of see the word deep field has like the galaxies and stuff in it. Now, I would swap this font out for the other one that I haven't. There was no way I was gonna have time to buy and download and transfer a font because I don't do anything with buying stuff on this computer. Because this is the computer I run untested code on from random developers, so I'm not putting my credit card info.
Oh yikes! Yeah, no.
Because if I'm like having like a guy I met at PAX send me an executable like, oh, here's the alpha of my new game to stream or whatever. You know, I don't. That's not an e-commerce machine.
No.
So yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, well,
I guess we are ending then.
Yeah, I think we're at a good point. But I mean, I feel like I made I got both my pictures and their scales locked in. I got the font chosen. Yeah, this feels like a win. Very productive art stream. Yay.
You did very well.
Alrighty.
Okay, so let's say goodbye.
Alrighty, bye, Cleo. I'm gonna break off into my own chat for a little while, so I'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we're gonna hide the Cleo capture window because she might be about to raid somebody or whatever. We are also going to figure out who we're gonna raid. Let's see, follow in. Let's see, any of the smallest streamers and follow in doing anything? Not anything that looks like y'all would enjoy. So we're going to send you over to Impulse SV, who's on Hermitcraft, and says, let's finish this motherboard. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. So /raid Impulse. Ah, yes, one of the smaller streamers I know. I was like, it's the holidays. There might be people I know that are not normally streaming at this time, but nope, not today. They're all off doing other stuff. Anyway, when you get over there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. This has been a really fantastic and productive stream. I'm looking forward to getting this art sorted for the side of the pinball machine in the near future. Wah, 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 wah. So anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Oh yeah, and I'll see y'all, some of you, back in an hour for our build contest after my lunch break. Bye.